Nonetheless, not to go all over the place, I just wanted to talk about the young lady who came and made the comment regarding how the court did what it was supposed to do. And I'm coming also to commend the judge. I want to call her out. I want to let her know that we appreciate her being who she is so that she can do the work that she's been called to do. Now, I have her number right, not number, I don't have her name right in front of me, but I can get it. Nonetheless, I wanted to show you all, just because I like to show people stuff, the truth about things regarding what happened to us, because what happened to us was not good. Nonetheless, here we go, everybody. Just hold on for a second. I'm going to find the photos that I can share with you regarding that. I'm not really sure how that's going to flow because sometimes the folders don't go so well on here. But I needed to talk about it. You know, this is for me, now that we're at this point, and I call it history, if you will. At this point, I'm calling this therapeutic because I'm able to sit and talk about and reflect on what happened. I mean, this stuff really happened to us while we were in the court system, from in the hands of court staff, judges, and bad attorneys, I call them. And in my case here, this was Jay-Z's attorneys. Jay-Z's attorneys did not do good. And just like they were reprimanded by this judge for the district court, I'm liking the fact that, or appreciative, I should say, of the fact there is understanding that some people and some judges or some attorneys think they're above the law too. I don't know why though. That's the weird part about it. It doesn't make no sense to me. But here is one of the photos I wanted to show you all. And I'm going to see if it comes up. And if it don't come up, I'm not going to worry about it. But some of y'all saw this because this stuff was displayed through different outlets because we had to file a police report. So here is one of them. That's the first property. Our property is back here, this yellow house. And apparently what they did was they drove the car over here like this with the lights out and right in front of this our garage, and probably went up on the steps there, or the porch, whatever you want to call it, and rung the bell. There is a picture of it going and coming regarding that. So my thing is, okay, I've never had nobody do that before. And then when you look at the other picture, you see the tracks going back the same way. So it kind of doubles it. But the whole point is we don't drive on grass. A grass is considered a big deal in New Jersey because people love their grass and they want their grass to live and blah, 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 blah. So nonetheless, that's a picture. I'll show you another one because I know some of you probably want to see more, but these pictures are online. These pictures were given, they were, because this is a public situation. There was a police report filed and so forth and so on. So this is what I'm going to do. I didn't want to do that. Let's go back. I wanted to share this with you guys. Here's the second one. This is the second picture showing the tracks going back the other way. So here's the tracks going back towards from the house. The other one was to the house. That's from the house. So the whole point of this is to show you that people sometimes will go through great lengths to do stuff that they don't really need to do. There is a mature way, a legal way, and a right way to handle everything. And it's unfortunate sometimes some people get certain things in their hands and they are not able to do what they need to do. And it's my belief that most of the problems we had, I'm not saying all of them, were from the attorneys of Jay-Z and the judges. Now, the first judge was fine way back in 2012. He just was deceived. And then when he became aware of the truth, he didn't follow up with it. But unfortunately, everybody, we got a black judge after that. And he socked it to us. Didn't do nothing. So, and in that regard, when he didn't do nothing, meaning he played into the circumstances of not following procedure. We'll talk about that at another time. What we have in the district court now, because people say, well, do you need to talk about your case? I'm not talking about the case. There's plenty of cases, right? The main thing that we have now is a fraud case. We're not dealing with any paternity. Tell your friends, tell everybody, it's no paternity. This is fraud, fraud, fraud. And unfortunately, even before an order is reversed, if it's fraud, it's fraud. It still ain't got no wings. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You can go down to California, try to do something. You go down to Florida. It's still fraud. So at the end of the day, the whole point of this is to commend the judge for being courageous, for being accurate and right with the law. That's why I'm on here, because it's refreshing to see a Black woman, a judge, be able to do what's right. And I want to call her name out. Hold on, everybody. I do want to call her name out because I feel like her name should be said, just like my goddaughter's name, Wanda Sadaway. Everybody, there are certain names that I feel like should be called, and hers is one of them. So let's see if I can get to her name and all the circumstances that go along with that, so forth and so on. At the end of the day, I get it though. I know life ain't perfect. It ain't. We all make mistakes, and it's a way for us to, in some ways, I think for us to get ourselves back, and so that we can trust one another. I mean, if we're not following the law and doing what we need to do, then what's the point, right? What's the point of following any law? So the whole point of this is to shout out to the attorney, or not the attorney, the judge of the defendant, of the plaintiff in this case, with allegations of you know what and you know why. I'm glad that I'm getting a chance to see justice play out to some degree. I'm not saying nobody's guilty or innocent. I ain't saying none of that, right? Because I can't say it. I don't know. What I am saying is that just follow procedure. And that's what we didn't get. We didn't get procedure, y'all. If we would have got procedure, somebody just looking at our evidence, I wouldn't be here talking to you. Because when the first action took place, I was due money. How about that? Because if you lose an action based on what you believe to be on fraud, according to the state of New Jersey, you're entitled to damages. That's their law. But they skipped over their law because it applied to me. So here's the judge's name. Her name is Analisa Torres. Analisa Torres. Analisa Torres. And we're just going to pray for her to do what's right continually. Don't stop now. So that justice, people got to see justice served in whatever way it's going to be served. And in this case, procedurally. And then the facts will lead where they lead to. But at the end of the day, for people to understand that this is a process in our society, that we follow things in a way that's fair. That's what I am getting at, everybody. And in our case, we know it was not fair. And that's what hurts. That's what makes it stinky. That's what makes it wrong. This is a process that was only designed for certain people or certain parties. And then the attorneys try to act like they want to walk over something. You're not going to walk over nobody. So you may have gotten away or got by for now. But in due time, God's going to have the last word, because God, as I said before, loves justice. So I'm here, and I'm here to talk and say whatever I want to say on my Keep It Real with Dr. Lil, because I got freedom of speech. I got my own legal story and experience of what it was to be railroaded by the court in New Jersey. And then all of those fraudulent things they did, they put liens on my property. Y'all already know the story on that. I'll keep saying it. After all your dirtiness, you had the audacity. And then in one regard, Lisa Fisher Hart tried to get extra money from my escrow. I'll go over that later too, which was blocked by the Philadelphia Attorney General. Just want to be extra greedy, extra dirty. So it's just amazing and refreshing, as I said, to see a judge, Analisa Torres, walk the walk and talk the talk. She took an oath of office. And people like myself and others who are watching, not just because she's a Black female or Spanish or whatever she is, don't matter. It's because of her character. My God, the fact that she's doing something right, following the law, and she's not bullied.